Hi everyone, welcome to Rachelpichleryoga. My name is Rachel. Today we are doing a full body yoga for flexibility practice. So I am going to ask that you have a strap of some kind, and that can be a belt or a long sock, a towel, really anything that is going to make your arms a little bit longer. And then you're just going to need a little bit of space to move. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do. And let's get started. So let's begin today in child's pose, moving your strap off to the side, coming onto your knees, bringing your knees out nice and wide. So like I'm talking mat width apart, nice and wide, and your big toes coming together. You can reach your arms above your head here, sending your hips back towards your heels and just resting your forehead down all the way onto your mat. Softening through your shoulders. Take a nice big breath in, big breath out. Closing your eyes. Settling in. Awesome, you guys. So you can keep both of your arms reaching above your head, or you can lift up just a little and take your right arm and slide it underneath your chest. Let your palm face up. Tucking that arm right underneath your chest and lowering back down. If your arm is under your chest right now, just use an inhale, lift back up. Reach that right arm out and tuck that left arm under. Getting into that shoulder a little bit. Drop it back down. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, let's start to lift back up. You can reach that left arm back out and just send your hips back towards your heels a little more. Push into those palms. Look forwards towards your fingertips. Start to drop your chest. Nice, you guys. Can you touch your chin all the way down? Maybe, maybe not. And then using an inhale, you can start to lift back up, just trying to challenge and see how far we can go a little bit, but of course be gentle. Walking your knees back in, finding a tabletop position. You can take your hips for a little rock side to side. And then we're going to continue on with our shoulders. So reaching both of your arms out. Reach, 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 puppy dog stretch, and then drop your forehead down. The only difference from our child's pose is that our hips are nice and high and our arms are reaching out nice and long. A little deeper stretch here for those shoulders. Nice, you guys. I want you to use an inhale. Lift your chest. Keep reaching your hands out, though. Pushing into your palms. See if you can spread your fingers a little wider. And then we're going to drop it back down. See if you can go just a little further or enjoy that stretch just a little more. Soften those shoulders. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale. Slowly lifting your forehead, lifting your chest. Walk your hands back in under your shoulders. Give yourself a little shake, a little wiggle if you need to. Beautiful. We're going to tuck our toes under and start to lift up into a downward facing dog. And not here very long, so if you do want to pedal your feet a few times, go for it. But then I want you to start to walk your feet together. Using an inhale, you can lift your right foot up. And as you exhale, we're going to send that foot all the way forwards between our hands and lower your back knee all the way down, sinking into a lunge, getting into that left hip flexor. Untuck those back toes, make sure you're on the top of that foot. And breathe. Nice, you guys. So we're going to start to heel toe our foot over to the right side, so our hips are still nice and low. You can turn your toes out a little bit. That right knee is out to the side. Now we are in lizard, so just bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Sink into those hips. Stay here on your hands. We'll have the opportunity to take this further in a moment. Just shaking things out a little bit in lizard. Warming up those hips. And just as soon as you get comfy, we're going to start to move. So you're going to actually heel toe your foot back to the middle of your mat. Take a second in your lunge. And then let's continue to heel toe our foot all the way over to the left side. And lay your shin down, setting up a pigeon. But we're not going to fold forward just yet. Take your fingertips, push them into your mat. Lift your chest. Sink into those hips. Nice, you guys. Take one more inhale here. And as you exhale, start to lower your chest down towards the mat. Nice, you guys. And as you inhale, we're actually lifting our chest back up. And exhale, lower down. Nice and graceful if you can. One more inhale to lift the chest up. And exhale, let the chest fall. Nice, you guys. And an inhale is going to bring us up. Again, we'll have the opportunity to come back here. I want you to push into your hands, though, and lift yourself back up into your downward facing dog. So take a second here. Shake things out a little bit. If you'd rather be on your hands and knees, you can drop your knees down to your mat. But take a big breath. Then we're going to start to walk our feet back together. Using an inhale, that left foot's going to lift. And exhale, send that foot forwards between your hands. Gently place your back knee down and start in the lunge. So the foot's going to stay in the middle. Sink into those hips. Finding that right hip flexor this time. Nice, you guys. And then slowly heel toe your foot over to the left side. Turn those toes out a little. Knees out to the side. Bring your hands right under your shoulders. They should be on the inside of that left foot. Stay here on your hands. Just sink into the hips. Awesome, you guys. We're going to gently start to heel toe that foot back to the middle. Lizard's feeling pretty awesome today, so I'm glad that we're coming back to it. Send that foot back to the center. Take a moment, lunge. And then when you're feeling good, you can heel toe your foot all the way to the right side, laying down that shin, sinking into that hip, into the other hip too. Pushing your fingertips into the mat, lift the chest, relax the shoulders. Nice job, you guys. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, gently let the chest fall. That might deepen the stretch for you. And inhale, lift back up. And exhale, release, let it go, fall towards the floor. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale as you lower. Nice, you guys. Use an inhale. Lift yourself back up. And we're going to push ourselves back into downward facing dog. Again, if you'd rather be in child's pose or on your hands and your knees, you can definitely do that. Just going to shake things out a little. Notice how your hips are feeling so far. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. Let's take one more inhale if you are in down dog. And as you exhale, gently bring your knees back down towards the mat. Awesome, you guys. We're going to sit on our heels for just a moment. Roll your shoulders back and down. And again, and take another shoulder roll. And then bringing your hands to your mat. Tabletop, we're going to reach our right arm out in front and slide that left arm under the chest. Kind of like we did in child's pose, but our hips are high this time. Try to drop your left shoulder all the way down. Resting your left ear or cheek. Nice, you guys. Using an inhale, lift on up. You can reach the left arm out and slide the right arm under, switching sides. Nice job, you guys. Use an inhale. Start to lift yourself back up. You can walk your hands back in towards you. Take a moment, wiggle it out. We are meeting in downward facing dog. So planting your hands, tucking your toes, lifting on up. Downward dog. Take a nice big breath in and out. And then walking your feet together. Using an inhale to lift your right foot up. And exhale, let's send that foot forwards. Planting that back knee. Untuck those back toes. Sink into your lunge. If you haven't already moved your strap up towards the top of your mat, grab it. Grab it. We're going to use it in a moment. So sinking into those hips. We're coming back for our lizard. So heel toe your foot over to the right side. Turn those toes out to the side. Set things up here. Your hands can come right under your shoulders. Sinking into those hips. Of course, you can always skip where we're going next. We're going to get into our left quad using our strap or towel, whatever you happen to have. So it's kind of a twist as well. So I like to move my left hand out to the side a little bit. I'm going to grab my strap here, and you're just going to start to turn your chest towards the right, so towards your knee. You might stop here, placing your hand on your knee, enjoying this twist. But if you want to get into that left quad, we're going to be lifting that foot up and maybe grabbing onto it with your hand or using your strap or your towel to hang onto that foot. And encouraging your heel towards your glute. And if your hips start to creep back and you're losing that hip stretch, you can start to let your foot come back towards the floor, and you can skip this part because I want you to still sink into those hips. Nice, you guys. So this can continue to be a twist. If you look back to your foot, if you pull your right shoulder behind you, or if you want more quads, you can try to pull that right shoulder forwards and actually gaze forwards, even down. And just bring your heel a little closer towards your glute. Woohoo! Nice, you guys. And as gracefully as you possibly can, we're going to lower that foot back down and drop your strap. And then start to heel toe your foot over towards the middle of the mat. Again, we're just going to take a little break here because that's a pretty deep hip stretch. So send the hips back. Find a little half split here. Send the hips back. Straighten that front leg. Take a little break as you release that hip flexor stretch is what I mean by a break. Awesome. And then when you're feeling good, we're going to bend the front knee again and start to move into pigeon. So heel toe your foot to the left side. Lay your shin down. Have your strap handy if you want to use it again in a moment. So pigeon, hands to the floor. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, lower it down. You can skip these. You could just stay down here. Or you can use an inhale to lift yourself back up. I think this feels really awesome. Exhale to drop it down. Inhale as you lift. And exhale as you lower. Awesome, you guys. So you can stay in pigeon. You can stay down here. You can keep your chest lifted even, or we're going to try to reach back for our foot and get our quad stretch again, or king pigeon you might be familiar with. So we're going to be, again, bending our leg and trying to grab our foot. So as gracefully as you can, hook your strap or whatever you're using around your foot. And then just encouraging that heel towards the glutes. So you can make this a twist if you want to. Again, look behind you, turn the chest to the left, or you can get into your shoulder even here by turning the chest forwards. And sometimes you might be able to actually get your foot into your elbow crease and then really get that left shoulder if you start looking forwards again. Nice, you guys. Soften those hips, especially that quad. And then as gracefully as you can, we're going to let that foot fall down. Maybe you can grab your strap in the process. Push it off to the side, place it to the side, bring your hands to your mat. We're going to start to push ourselves back up. You can take down dog. You can take child's pose, whatever you need to kind of shake things out a little bit. Those are fairly deep stretches, so take what you need. Move however you need to move. Breathe. Awesome, you guys. And walking your feet back together whenever you're ready. Use an inhale, send your left foot up, and an exhale to bring it forwards. Dropping that back knee down. Let's start with our lunge. Sinking into those hips. Awesome job, you guys. So then you're ready for that lizard. We're going to heel toe our foot over to the left side. You can start here. Remember, you can always stay here. Did I say that was an option? To stay here. Sinking into those hips. And then if you want that twist or that quad stretch, I like to move my right hand to the edge of the mat. Helps me balance. And then the left hand can find the knee. You can stay here. Or you can start to bend that foot, grab onto it, or hook your strap around it. I know it's kind of weird trying to get your foot into that strap, so take your time. And if you want that twist, keep pulling that shoulder back. If you want more quad, try to bring that left shoulder forwards. Awesome, you guys. Gently, if you've got your foot, if you're twisting, start to let everything go down and back to center. And then we're going to heel toe our foot to the middle of the mat. Woohoo! And send the hips back. Let's give those hips a break. Half splits. Awesome, you guys. When you're feeling good, bend that front knee again. Heel toe your foot over to the right side. Lay that shin down. Starting to set up your pigeon again. So sinking into those hips. Option to fold forwards or come and breathe and move a little bit with me. So inhale as you lift the chest. And exhale as you lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Awesome, you guys. Remember, you can stay down. You can lift back up. If you want to grab your foot, grab your strap, use your hand, whatever you need. You can twist in this one, or you can try to pull that shoulder forwards. Maybe that big toe is in your elbow crease. A nice stretch for the shoulder. Awesome, you guys. Gently starting to let that go. If you're folding, you can lift. We're going to meet one last time in downward dog or child's pose, tabletop. Woohoo! How do those hips feel, you guys? Shake it out a little, or maybe be nice and still. Just notice what you're feeling, where you were feeling those stretches, what you're feeling now. Awesome, you guys. Take another inhale if you are in down dog, and use an exhale to place your knees back down onto your mat. Let's just take a second sitting on your heels. Take a couple shoulder rolls. And one more. Awesome, you guys. We're going to cross our ankles and bring our legs out in front. We do have our strap today, so I guess we'll use it. We're going to take one forward fold here. So if you want to use your strap, send your legs out long. Place your strap right under your toes. Right under your toes. That's going to help flex your feet. And you can just stay here, sitting nice and tall if you feel that stretch. Or you can start to pull yourself down a little or walk your hands towards your feet, down your strap towards your toes. And just gentle with those shoulders, soften them. Not as much as a forward fold as you need today. Finding your breath. Awesome, you guys. Using an inhale, lift your upper body all the way up. I want you to bend your knees here, and we're just going to roll back onto our backs. Keep your strap with you. Lifting the feet into the air. We're going to do the same thing but laying on our backs. So your strap's going to come onto both of the feet, right under the toes. Yeah, so same thing. A reclined forward fold. So you can just simply keep your feet straight up in the air, gently pulling on your strap, maybe getting a stretch for those legs. Or you can try to bring your toes towards your forehead, and your low back might lift. And if you find that you don't need your strap, you can ditch it. You can hang on to the outside of your feet. Awesome, you guys. If your low back did lift, gently start to bring it back down. And bending your knees and taking that strap off of your feet. Moving it to the side. I don't even know where mine ended up. And bring your feet all the way to the floor, massaging that low back as you rock your knees side to side. Awesome, you guys. And you can even pull your knees in towards your chest and do a little rock side to side. And sending your legs out nice and long on your mat. Starting to set up for Shavasana. Finding a comfy position where your entire body can be nice and still and relaxed and heavy all at the same time. And as always, I encourage you guys to stay here for as long as you have time for. And until we meet again, have an awesome day and namaste.